Every day on this channel, I go through everything Elon said on X in the last 24 hours. So let's start by just attacking the big kahuna. Elon responded to Tesla owners Silicon Valley who posted this. It's a breakdown of Tesla's largest shareholders, and it shows Elon holds a 21% share of Tesla. Now Alexandra responds to this saying it's a bit misleading. As of right now, Elon holds 12.8% of Tesla's outstanding shares, totaling over 410 million shares. She says he has pledged more than half of these shares as collateral for personal loans up to $3.5 billion. Additionally, Elon has options to purchase around 304 million shares from the 2018 compensation package, which, if exercised, could increase his stake to approximately 20.5%, though these options are currently under legal dispute and don't give him any voting rights. So Elon responded to this 41 minutes ago. He says, just for your information, I don't have personal loans at this time against Tesla stock. Also, the taxes on the options are 45%. So net gain in voting control is more like 4%, rather than the 7.7% difference that Alexandra suggested. Elon goes on to say, it is worrying in that I don't want to build millions of robots and then potentially be ousted by activists and unable to ensure that public safety remains of paramount importance. If you're a Tesla shareholder, I think it's good news that Elon doesn't have any personal loans against Tesla stock at this time. And I don't often do this on this channel, but because there's only 18 posts from Elon today, let's take a look at some of the replies to this post. Peter asks, how has this not already been addressed? It seems like shareholders overwhelmingly support you having 25% voting control. Why is this not just put to a vote and done with? Brandon Smith, when is this going to get solved? Darren says, we desperately need to sort out the compensation package. Amy says, I hate the Delaware judge. May all corporations learn and leave and never incorporate there to start. Alex says, so you admit you're intentionally slowing the company down because you don't have your old 25% shares back that you sold. Okay, let's give you 100 billion more. Maybe then Tesla starts to outperform the rest of tech. Pathetic performance this year. So I hope that gives you a sense of how people are feeling about this. In other news, you can now ride hail a Tesla in the San Francisco Bay Area. In addition to Austin, you can see the new geofence stretches from San Francisco all the way down through Hayward and Fremont into San Jose. You can call an on-demand chauffeur powered by the real-world AI. Last night, Tesla Economics took his first Tesla robotaxi ride in the Bay Area, and Elon reposted it. And it would take about 1 to 2 hours, depending on traffic, to ride from the top to the bottom of the geofence area. And yesterday, 2 Waymo robotaxis actually crashed into each other. Doge Designer notes how there was not a single headline about it. If Tesla robotaxi had even a tiny intervention, it would be all over the news. Elon responds to that saying, And Omar kind of makes fun of that fact by saying 2 Tesla robotaxis have crashed into each other in Austin. And Elon raises an eyebrow at that one. And Jesse Pelton says that batteries are just getting started. Now that batteries have taken over ancillary services, new capacity is serving real-time demand. 7 gigawatts will look tiny in a few years. Elon responds to this information saying that truly massive battery tonnage is coming. I think that's an interesting statement in the context of the news we got yesterday about LG signing a $3 billion contract with a client in the US, in which those batteries they are providing will be used for energy storage systems. The client was expected to be Tesla. And this guy says it's remarkable that SpaceX can destroy an entire Starship and testing stand in a fiery explosion, and jerry-rig a replacement from the launch tower and successfully test an entirely new ship, all in just over a month. And Elon said speed is the best offense and defense. And Elon reposted a video of Crew 11 talking about the importance of space exploration on the road to making life multiplanetary. And Starlink is designed to provide high-speed connectivity in remote areas. And this guy, Matthias, his daughter, has Starlink internet inside of her little house in the backyard. And Asmund Gold says that internet real ID is inevitable, especially for social media. Denying this might feel good, but it is a lie and you know it. What is not inevitable is private companies having access to our public records. The best solution is a government authentication token that only verifies info. I think he meant that private companies having access to our public records is inevitable. Anyway, Elon responds saying, government is much worse than any corporation, or you don't understand the government. Government is simply the most powerful corporation and with a monopoly on violence. Asmund Gold responded saying, I'd be fine with a third-party authentication token as well. I just don't see how you reconcile the growing demand for online accountability in any other more constructive way. The US isn't even bad compared to other places, especially in regards to speech regulation. And Scott Jennings suggests a solution to solve the birth rate crisis, putting Ozempic in the water supply. Secretly drugging Americans into attractiveness for national fertility might just save the country. We'll all be hot, he says, and Elon responds with a fireball. Elon also says that Imagine, which is Grok's video generation beta, and Valentine, which is an AI companion through Grok beta access, will roll out to Grok heavy users shortly. He says it's important to note that beta does mean that there are bugs or we would go to wide release. And here's Grok Imagine generating images of Grok's companions. And Captain Ellie visited the Tesla diner for the second time, and he says it's still packed with people with a long line stretching almost the entire length of the building. No doubt their crowd management system gets more efficient every day, very much like Tesla, constantly learning and improving. The staff are so hardworking, smiling, and welcoming, and they even remembered me from the last visit. He says the food was ready in 8 minutes, and he calls it the tastiest burger he's ever had. Elon responds with a heart. And so that's everything that Elon said today, but I'm going to keep showing you guys stuff that I find interesting. Here are all the cities where Tesla is hiring vehicle operators. What these people will do is actually sit inside of the Model Y while the real-world AI drives people around through Tesla's robotaxi network. This is exactly how the robotaxi network is launching in San Francisco. Someone's going to be sitting in the driver's seat, whereas in Austin, someone's sitting in the passenger seat. And that's just because Texas has much more loose regulatory requirements. But this is the procedure in these states. And this is what the Austin geofence looks like, and this is what the San Francisco geofence looks like. I could guess where your mind's headed with this. It's almost like Tesla wants people to have sex in their robotaxis. Bit of an odd way to solve the birth rate crisis, but if it works, it works. And this is Waymo's geofence, kind of in like this blue-purple color, compared to Tesla's geofence. There is about 7.7 million people that live inside of Tesla's geofence. And Tesla has now launched dynamic pricing on their robotaxis. And based on the data that's coming in, the rate per mile seems to be about $1. Uber and Waymo right now cost about $2 to $3 per mile. So Tesla's already significantly cheaper. And what's crazy is once the driver is removed, Tesla will likely be making a profit on that dollar per mile. So that's why Tesla Chan suggests here that the game is over. And SpaceX says that a Starlink update means that the internet will keep working even if trees or other obstacles partially block your home's view of the sky. So that's all for today, guys. To recap, Elon wants 25% voting control of Tesla. Robotaxi now is in the Bay Area and coming to other cities fast. And Starlink got an update. If you guys want early access to these videos or you just want to support the channel, you can do so by joining the channel as a member. This morning I uploaded a video of my behind the scenes journey to Mexico City where I filmed a commercial with Bounce. And you can find other exclusive content in the members section, like when I ordered my first Tesla. So I really appreciate all of you who support the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.